Welcome back to Resistance at the Threshold. Sorry for the long lead up. Um, we're gonna just jump right back into the fight. Yeah, last session we were in the middle of a fight, and now we are in that same fight. Why the fuck is my and my initiative tracker's gone?
New initiative.
No, no, no. Oh, I hate everything right now. So basically, I hate everything right now. Thanks for watching. And I love D&D. Add turn. Go all the way back up to the
Oh,
beginning.
it popped up.
They
Oh wait.
popped. They popped up.
Yay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There's a bunch
Oh,
of
Guess who goes
zeros
first?
added.
cool. Okay, so we did get cycled through the initiative. So when we get to the ones that are extra on there, which we're going to do, then we'll just go ahead and delete those as we get to them. Yeah, guess who goes first? Ha 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 ha. Uh, no, I'm kidding.
God damn it.
I'm obviously joking. And my initiative trackers. What?
New initiative.
Bonus action healing
No.
word on the auto note. Whoa, that was a tickle in
Oh,
my throat.
that's fun. My Twitch started yelling at me. I was confused. So she is going to use her bonus action to cast Healing Word on Casey. So there you go. And then she'll use her she's cast first level spells, right?
Uh,
I guess not.
double checking. I don't think so.
Okay. And then she'll cast Sacred Flame on the one,
What level was the spiritual weapon cast?
too.
Yeah. So yeah.
Dexterity. Fail. It takes 12 damage. Okay. So yeah, she's done. Dahave, you are up.
Alright. Um
Is there an echo?
I don't know. Am I echoing?
I don't hear one.
I don't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Alright, take 11. Autonome. Mayor.
Thank you.
You got it? Okay. And then we will use an action.
And we're doing what again?
I'm using an action to activate universal speech.
Oh, okay.
That's my turn.
Do you want to say anything as a free action?
Yeah, I want to say, wait, what language are they? Is their language?
Jernarin.
Janarin. In Janarin, I'll say, we're only going to the beach, you fools. Back away, back away.
Doesn't seem to change their resolve. Morax, you're up.
Okay. I will. Okay, which one? Oh boy, which one of the three that's around me has taken damage?
The one to the north.
Okay, I will attack him. Great sword. That hits, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. And again, I'm going to use precision attack. So I add a superiority die. I think it's still a d6 for me. So it's a 19 to hit.
That'll work. And you add 3 to the roll. Okay. That'll hurt it pretty well. Immediately after your initiative, Dusk will fire some bow shots at that same one. Pew, pew, pew. No, he kills it with that first one. Because it had 5 hit points left. And then the other 2 will miss. Alright, Casey, you are up.
Have my movement to stand and first attack on the commander. Damn. Second attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna use. Oh, I don't even know if a 16 hits. Never mind.
Okay.
I guess third.
Okay. 20 will hit.
Cool.
Anything else?
I'm going to do this as well. Spend a key point to try and stunning strike the target.
Okay. So 8 plus your proficiency bonus of 3 plus your wisdom modifier.
Yeah, it's just 11. It's not hard.
And it's a con saving throw.
Yeah, con.
22.
Yeah, he's good.
Alright. And that's it. So it'll go to him. He will just attack you twice. Both attacks will miss. I assume you stood up, right?
Yeah. I said standing up for half my
Okay.
movement
Got
to
it,
start.
sorry. And so yeah, he'll attack you twice, and he will miss you twice. And then his companions. I'll attack you twice, Casey. 23 to hit and 14 misses. 23 will deal 8 damage to Casey. Then I'll have 1 attack against Moirax and 1 attack against Orkin. So against Orkin, 25 to hit, 10 slashing damage,
5 slashing damage against Okran.
and then a miss on
Uh-huh.
Moirax. All right.
Can I use a riposte on that one?
If you have your action, sure.
I do. That is
Are you saying Kevin's muted?
I'm
Kevin's
muted now. It's not
okay.
my turn, is it?
Say stuff. Just say a bunch of stuff.
Can you hear me?
That's fine.
Can you
Look,
hear me?
that.
we'll get a reply here in a second. There's a delay. Could you hear him just then though? Sorry to keep bugging you. Okay, cool. Thank you. Alright, so Mikhail, you're up.
Mikhail would say, that bad guy really likes to attack you. I'm talking to Casey, of course. And I guess I would kind of dance around, give this guy the little razzmatazz type thing, kind of show him one side, and then jab him with my dragon claw. I'm going to use the steady aim feature so I could do advantage on this.
So you're not really
So,
dancing
yeah.
around. Got it?
Oh, I'm dancing. Oh, well, I'm not actually physically moving from space, but
Yeah.
as far as like, I'm like vibrating like an atom. So just see, I'm like dancing around. Check this out. I'm gonna stab him with this dragon tooth dagger. Yes, finally. Last time. I was
So a 23 will hit, 17, 20 total.
yes, there's a lot of different crazy stuff. So
Okay.
I don't know. Does it seem to be like resistant to any of the different types, like acid or?
Not any of the types you just threw.
That's cool. That's cool. All right. I guess that's all I'm gonna do pretty much. I was trying to get his attention to try to get this guy to attack me so that he'd leave other people alone.
Sounds good. Yeah, definitely have it. Okrin, you're up.
Add 3 claw attacks against the commander.
Nope.
Oh, reckless.
Okay. Second one will hit. Third one will hit.
Ooh.
Damage, please. 2, 7.
Walk.
Okay. Anything else?
That'll do it.
All right. Okran done. Moves to the 2 rats. They're going to go ahead and, seeing you focusing on that target, they've got a good aim on him. They're going to take their shots with their crossbows. Pew. Pew. Okay. Cool. One misses wide, one hits dead on the nose. It goes to Evangeline, who will sorry, just learning how to play a character real quick. Hold on. There's a spiritual weapon somewhere in there. It's going to go ahead and, as a bonus action, I'm going to attack the commander. No. And then I will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I guess. Hold on. Oh, oops, okay. Sorry to hear. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll go here instead. And I'll cast Sacred Flame on that same one there that you attacked with the knife. And, oh, sorry, wrong one. Cool, takes 5 damage. All right. Dahaba, you're up.
I'm going to use a bonus action. I'm going to call out, hey, you little buck, to this guy here. So he'll have to roll a D. Oh, I will roll a Bardic Inspiration die and subtract from his next saving throw.
Okay.
I will use my Fey Touched ability. I need a Wisdom save. -5.
Yeah, I'm just checking something here.
Oh, if it's immune to fear, I'm gonna fucking scream. Or enchantment.
Please mute first and then scream away.
No, I'm gonna scream with the.
No, there's
microphone
nothing
on,
about
Kevin.
Dissonance Whispers that has to do with fear, which is surprising to
Oh.
me. Yeah, it's a good thing that we're going to be canceling D&D since it's such a poorly written rule set.
Oh, shut the
God
hell
damn it,
up!
Jonathan.
God, John's taking it out on all of us now.
I know.
Yeah, he even though he's not afraid of anything because he's immune to frightened, he will spend his reaction and move away. For sure. And
No, this guy.
oh, I thought you were doing it to the
Ooh.
commander. Sorry.
Nice.
Okay, so looks like 3 opportunity attacks. Casey, Mikhail, and Okran.
Looks like the matron has scared him away. Oh wait, that's French. Sorry.
Miss.
All right, I gotta do this attack. Come on, let's do this.
Miss.
Yes.
And
I don't get it
hit.
with advantage though, do I? Since I did
No.
that patient thing, that's only 1 attack, but 22
Yeah,
will
you're
still
nice.
hit him.
So it'll be sneak attack is 11 and 8 and 3, so
Yeah.
14, 22. It's dead.
Woohoo! Good move. Dungeons and Dragons will prevail. That sounds kind of German.
Morax.
I'm gonna attack the one that's right in front of me. That hits.
Okay.
12, and then again
Mm-hmm. Solid stuff.
14.
I'll go ahead and follow up. Dusk is shooting at that same one. Pew, pew, pew. One will hit. I don't know why it doesn't add the sneak attack, but there it is. So the poison doesn't matter, but the sneak will. And that'll kill it. Alright. Casey, you're up.
There, Zach?
Sorry. Missed one against the commander.
Oh.
Extra attack hits. And then the 9 misses. So just one hit against the commander.
Okay.
That's my turn.
It'll go to him. I will go ahead and just full itinerary into Casey and miss both attacks. And then I have 2 left. So it'll be one against Casey and one against Okrin. Attack against Casey. 16 hits. So take 6. And then against Okrin. Miss. Even with reckless advantage. Michaela, you are up.
I love these combo things. All right, so being inspired by Adabe, Mikhail will try to dance. Actually, he is going to have to move this time. So he's going to move down to here. I guess I can go on top of that guy. What the heck? And attack this guy with my Dragon Tooth. It's like a Karambit, if anybody is really into daggers. And let's see what happens.
Available in the Dirks and Daggers.
Dirks and daggers.
Soon to be appropriated content on the DM's Guild.
I'm sorry, guys. I did it. That one's on me. All right, so 19, I'm assuming hits. So is that like 21 damage? Man, I love this new dagger he got. This thing kicks ass.
That'll be a lot of damage to it. All right, and then
Right. That's it.
nothing else. All right, Okrin, you're up.
Nope. That's it.
I will keep playing into the commander recklessly.
Yeah. Okay. Then the 2 rats will fire in kind. Both missing. Evangeline will do the same thing she did last turn. Bam. Bam. And she's doing that at the wounded one, who will fail their dex saving throw. That'll kill it. And it'll go to Dahave. There's 1 warrior, 1 commander left.
Okay, so I guess if we find something that kind of works out, just go with it, right?
Mhm.
We'll do another unsettling words. Hey, you fucking suck, you fucking jerk, to this guy right here, the leader.
Okay.
And again, we'll expend a let's say a 3rd level. No, we'll do a 2nd level.
This is on the commander or the warrior?
The commander.
Okay.
And you have a handicap of 8, -8.
Yep. Yeah, he's apparently scared of those whispers. He runs away. Casey and Okrin can make opportunity attacks.
I love those. No, I don't.
Okran loves them. He's just not good at them.
Right.
Or maybe not lucky this time.
Casey. Swing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he dies. And then Morax.
Okay, I could run over here, right?
Yeah, it's slippy with ectoplasm, but sure.
Cool. I'm gonna go over here and attack this guy. Do I get advantage because I'm flanking?
There's no flank.
Darn. Okay.
There isn't Pathfinder though.
Does that second one hit?
Second one
17.
hits. Fuck Paizo. And Watsy. Fuck all of them.
RPGs are stupid.
I hate them. I'm gonna shoot that guy 3 times. I have to move up, but yeah. I move bonus action dash to go 60. And then shoot him. Okay, 1 hits. And there'll be no that but sneak attack damage. Sneak attack damage. Sure. So he takes 18. Alright, Casey, you're up.
Okay. Just gonna step up to here. Miss. Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Miss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at this game, guys.
He will fight you back. Actually,
Fuck
he's,
yeah, he
he's
will.
been swinging at Okran. He's just going to keep swinging at Okran.
Okay. Well,
14 half to 7. Take it, you rat bastard.
Do it. Do it.
Got a smile out of me. Mikhail.
Found it.
All right. Mikhail will move over beside his friend Casey, and move in the most Janaran way he can, and with kind of a Russian flair to it. And he would attack,
Or French,
All right,
whatever.
let's
Okay.
go. Or French. How about
Frank-
Frenchin?
Franco-Russian.
Yeah, it's something like that. I don't know. It sounds better.
Sure.
Slightly
Yeah.
altered. All right, there
Instead.
you go. Not a man. He's doing great this time. I got to do what I did this time.
You killed the ghost.
And next time, I got to do the same thing.
After defeating the
God.
creatures, there is the mess of the ectoplasm all about. The path that continues on towards the beach is prevalent before you. And as I mentioned, it does look like there's a pretty decent climb kind of to the north of you. But from what you can tell, it probably ascends directly up to the road that leads up to the monastery.
So
why
what
these-
is that? I'm
Who
pointing to
knows
the, I'm
why
pointing to
these
the
things would have
ectoplasm.
attacked us?
I believe, according to my research, that's ectoplasm.
I guess it will wash away. That still sounds French. I'm so sorry. All right.
is it useful for anything?
Do I know if it's useful for anything?
Yeah, I mean, it can be, but collecting it in its current state is probably going to be very difficult unless you have a bunch of jars that I'm unaware of.
Well, we don't really have jars that will be useful for collecting it. Otherwise, sure, it could be. I don't
I
think
have
it's-
this. Holds out potion of healing. I could dump it out.
I have an empty one.
You can just roll around in
Yeah,
it
just
and then
dump
collect
out
it later.
the potion.
No, don't do that. But I have empty one from what you used last time. So, you want it? I give you. It's just a little potion.
Why are they?
bottle.
Why are you giving it to me?
Because I thought you wanted to collect this ectoplasm.
No, you asked me if it was valuable. I told you it's valuable. You collect it. This is all in character.
Yes, I get it. I mean,
you
that sounds
collect it.
perfect.
I'm not getting my hands dirty.
All right, I would do it. What the hell? I mean, I'm curious and stuff.
Did
so
you
I have-
see Dahabe go anywhere near that melee? No.
Oh well, that's true. Sometimes,
Too goopy.
sometimes you
Too
got to get in and
goopy.
get into the fight. That is what we do. I don't know, I'm just saying shit. So let us head up to the top of the mountain.
No, we're heading to the beach.
Okay, that's fine too.
Okay.
Like, be more fun.
So, as we discussed, it's basically about a half day or so's trip to get to where you were wanting to get to, or not that long, a couple hours. Wasn't that massive a trip. Better part of the morning and the early portion of the afternoon.
As we're walking, Casey is gonna cast Mending on themselves to heal up a bit.
Yeah, if that's a thing that
Nice.
automatons
Nice.
do, then we love that.
Wow.
Good work.
Oh,
Thank you. I'm really good at this game, guys.
nice.
Can we take a short break to rest? Or is that?
Prob.
Oh, are you asking me?
I'm talking to the group.
Okay.
Oh,
That's- That might not be a bad idea.
Does anyone need it?
I think Casey's the only one who got hurt, and they get the same benefit from Mending that they do from a short rest. So
Okay. Anyone else
Right.
need to rest for any reason?
I forget if I get my superiority dice back. In the
on a short or long?
short or long. Oh, short or long. I do get it back. I could use a short rest.
Let's a short rest then.
Sit around for an hour.
Anybody else have any empty bottles, like empty potions they've used? Like I had a potion I'd used. Anybody else? We bought a bunch at one point. Or
Oh yeah, let me just I'll dump this out. I'm gonna open my
no, don't dump any
my
potions.
bottle
out,
of
though.
coffee and I just like tip it over and just keeps on coffee just keeps
know-
on pouring out of it.
You know how expensive that gets. in
It's
the
never gonna run out.
alternative the alternative universe. Oh, how can you do that? That is
It
very
never
bad.
runs out. It's great. It's always hot too.
Never runs out. Oh, really? So so you're just showing off.
I'm
now.
I'm just shit. I'm just shooting shit.
This canyon
Oh,
fills with
gosh.
coffee, and you create a new river known as the
I
Moirax Coffee
Destroy
River.
the ecosystem.
Oh no. Summer's gonna be mad.
Well, she shouldn't have gone off to that other city or town. I guess it was more of a town, but
So,
I'm not blaming her.
after your rest, you continue down the path. You make it to the eastern side of Ermorag, and you see white sandy beach, which you would know is sand, of course, but it's also particulates from the eastern-facing cliff of Ermorag, which is a chalky white facing. Looking at it from this angle, kind of looking at it from below and kind of up high, there's almost a strange sense of like anthropomorphism present here. It almost looks like you're looking at the mountain at this angle, and it's almost as if you were looking at a person from behind from this vector, and they were kneeling.
I hate it when you leave, but I love watching you walk away.
Big rocky ass.
Oh man,
And
I
some,
give you inspiration for that. It doesn't mean anything, but it's good.
yeah, I don't play this game. Soon I will. Okay, so
Any
anyway,
entrances? Is there any entrances?
there's a cave. You would see there's a cave not too far from here.
Where's
Well-
the cave?
I guess we better check out the cave.
It's just over there.
Is there any crabs?
Oh, are you
Okay.
looking
Is
at?
it, is it
Sandy
between
beach?
anything?
I mean, it's between two rocky walls. because
What are they
Anything
shaped like?
look-
if you had to like put it on the body that I mentioned or the angle of it, it's a very very small sliver around the foot.
Oh,
Nice try.
Anything like on this beach? Are there like places somebody could be hiding?
Oh yeah, all over the place.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Do I notice anybody? I don't have good perception.
No, not really.
Nice. I'm sure it's totally safe here. There probably isn't anybody hiding anywhere.
But yeah, you do see the cave. Um, as you kind of get it closer to it, if you're heading towards it, you'll note there's kind of a strange, eerie blue light kind of glowing out of the cave. That's muted in the daylight hours, but still visible.
What do we think is in there? I'm just doing a little dialogue to Dabe.
Well, there's according to my research, there's a Fey line, some connection to the Feywild.
Ah, okay. Good to know.
John, from my research, is there anything like what can I expect? Is there anything that I should be expecting or looking for?
But you've never really encountered one, right? In person?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the words that you've seen in your books are not going to give you much
Okay.
kind of insight as to what you're to expect here. It's what you know of a ley line is what you are probably expecting. But yeah, that being said, if you move to enter the cave on the interior, you would see that there's a kind of open space, cavern wise. But there's the very sharp contrast from the left side of the cavern and the right side of the cavern. On the left side of the cavern, it's very much similar to the exterior that you've seen present. It looks like there's some kind of light stone broken, naturally kind of forming into this cavern structure. White sand kind of all throughout the ground and some stone present therein. Then there's this blue light right in the dead center of the room looking at it the way you are. And on the right side of that, you see the same kind of side of the cave, except that it's covered with moss, bright glowing orange mushroom caps. And it looks like there is another point of exit from the cave that seems to kind of go out the mountain towards the coast again. So it's like the cavern is a tunnel, not so much just a cave structure.
Well, this looks safe. Let's go. Dahabe would approach, kind of, looking around for any kind of, fey trickery or, I don't know, any approach to the tunnel.
Okay, so as you pass by the blue light and into that side of the cavern, you notice a very immediate shift of perceptions. And when you turn and look back, you don't really see the exit of the cave. You see this other exit of a cave that leads somewhere else. But across from you, you still see the cave on the left side of the cave that I explained. As you enter the right side of the cave towards the tunnel, it seems that you are no longer standing in the material plane, looking back at the exit to the cave, but you're able to look across the cave at the material plane side of the cave. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's clear as mud. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. So, can they still see me?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so what I'm understanding is that if I keep walking forward, I'm going to exit on the material plane somewhere on
No.
the beach.
Not at all.
Okay.
You're in the Feywild. If you moved towards the tunnel is on the Feywild side.
Okay.
So if you go through that tunnel, you're going to continue into the Feywild.
Into the Feywild. Okay. I call back. It seems okay. So if I move back to where I came from, do I go back to where I came from?
You're still in the Feywild if you're not crossing across the middle portion of the cave. So one more time. Let me just
No. My
Okay.
my question is, if I cross that again, do I go
You'll-
back?
to the material plane, correct. So,
Okay.
yeah, the actual gate is in the middle of the room. If you go
Got it.
onto the right side of the room, you're in the Feywild. If you go onto the left side of the room, you're in the material plane. And if
Okay.
you ever cross
Got
that line, that's what happened.
But I'm not trapped.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. All right. Y'all ready to go into the Feywild?
You know what we're supposed to expect over there.
That could be very bad. I know there's time variations in the Feywild, and just saying. Maybe we might have to think about this.
I mean, from my perspective, we're really running out of options here. It doesn't seem like Air Morag is prepared to put up a proper fight. We certainly are not. I'm willing to, look into this.
Do you think there's someone out there that can help us?
She will look towards Okran. Well, I sure hope so.
I mean, it seems better than working with your Morag. I don't know him very well, but
I will say that the abbess did point us in this direction, so
well, let's do it.
But
Got my vote.
let's get going.
This could have unforeseen consequences. And Feywild, if you get favored, they request you to repay it. So I'm just saying.
well, you can't get something for nothing. The same is true in any place. Let's not be prejudiced.
Well, I'm
Could-
just trying to point out possible pitfalls in our plan. Also, we go into this Feywild, we may come back and it's maybe 6 months later, and our families may be dead, and our town may be burned to the ground.
Too late.
Well, may happen anyway.
Kind of rubbing that in.
I'm saying that's it. I don't know if we
Oh,
want to take this
yeah.
chance.
And Okran's family is already dead anyway.
Okay, I just want you to know the possible pitfalls. Like I said, I am not expert.
Pitfalls? My father was thrown into a pit.
Pitfalls.
That's
yeah,
how we died,
insensitive
you son of a
you.
bitch.
Son of a bitch. I just didn't want to do a rat race. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry.
Whoa.
All right. Whoa.
Okay.
I'm done with this shit.
Check.
Just walk away.
That was out of character. I did not say that in character. But no, like I said, it could be really bad. We go in here and it'd be like a month forward, even if it's like 5 days forward.
I mean, it could be.
totally bad when we get
But
back
then
out.
what are you gonna do in 5 days that's gonna save everyone?
And nothing's really going to change, man.
Well, I just want I want careful consideration, so we can go into this having considered everything.
Let's leave it up to the matriarch. Matriarch, what would you like
you
to
can't
do?
this. You can't do this when she is not here. But it would be her choice for sure.
Very well
John,
done to the
see,
matriarch.
John just got out of it. This is why he hates D&D now.
I just saw John melting, falling
Yeah.
out of his chair.
Let's
into
play
the-
Gloomhaven, everybody.
Into the void. Yeah, let's play Gloomhaven.
I mean, real
Guys,
quick.
Shut
Real
up.
quick.
Yeah. What's up?
Akron will say, I mean, we could go into the Feywild if there's someone that is willing to help and they require something. We could always say, hey, there's your Morag, and they were the one we're protecting, and they can pay you.
Oh, well,
Oh, passing the buck. Not
Oh,
a bad
the-
idea, Okran.
And just tell them to go on up to the
Yeah,
go
they're
on
up there.
the
Go get
mountain
'em.
to collect your debt.
That's a little devious. I like it.
I wouldn't say devious. I think it's more like I don't have the word for it, but I think it's right.
Industrious?
Sure.
Practical.
Okay.
Practical. I like it.
Wink.
So
Okay.
what are we doing?
I guess the majority seems to want
I
to
mean,
go.
you don't have
That's
to
fine.
come. You know, the magister. Wait, magister?
No.
No.
I'm the magister. Yes, I am.
Yeah, the magister can stay behind and take care of the town.
All right. Well, I feel I need to go with you to offer my expertise in various things. So I just wanted to think about this. That I always like to bring up the obvious that we need to talk about, because sometimes that's not so obvious. Like you guys may not have thought of there being a time difference. There might not even be one, but it's possible.
Yeah. Those are all possibilities. You're right.
I don't
Go
know what
back
to
in
think
time.
about this place.
like
Yeah, what if it does send us back in time or something?
it could.
could-
Back in time would be good.
Stop
But-
all this before it happens.
Or Back to the
We could
Future?
just make sure we
Ah.
were never born.
We don't need roads where we're going.
This is
Oh, sorry.
millennials.
Yes. So, anyways, yeah, I like to talk about these things beforehand so that we don't, when something shitty happens, we don't think, oh, we didn't even think about that. We'll at least we'll know what could happen. That's one possibility. I'm thinking like we go in there, make a deal with them, and then like we sold our souls or our firstborn child, which isn't a problem for me.
That's fine. I mean, look. But again, like, what is that? What is our goal? Like, our goal is to what? Save the town?
And our loved ones.
Save
My
the
loved
town,
ones
yeah.
are fine. They're not in this town.
But you have been pledged to the town, and
Yeah.
I know
right.
you want to help. So, all right, like I said, we can move forward now. I like to talk about these things ahead of time.
Oh no.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's right. So we're going our normal, whatever our normal marching order was, or that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, the tunnel's relatively wide compared to your normal places that you've entered. And as you're kind of making your way through, the environs change. The ground is, very sandy, but at the same time very lush with mosses and the like. There are ferns, small little beach-like trees and plants kind of growing inside of the tunnelway. Numerous points throughout the tunnelway you can find access points that kind of have like large holes that kind of rise up to a sky. And looking up, it's like a pale, sick green coloration that has like a strange day-like nature to it. It was as if the sky, instead of being blue, were more kind of like a shade of like vomit green. Places you're walking past, these strange plants, these strange things seem to be just strange, different, absolutely not what you're used to. And stones have a certain angularity that's different than you would note in the material plane. If you are a Feywild traveler or been to the Feywild, you think, then it's probably not too crazy from what you'd expect upon entering the Feywild. But for those of you who have never been, it can be kind of nauseating at points. The just strange dimensionality of it all, and the awkwardness kind of present in the structure as a whole. Structure is not really something that seems to be hyperly important in the Feywild from what you can tell. And yeah, as you make your way further, you see a point where there are kind of sharp walls on the sides and a 20 or 30 or so foot wide pool of water that's kind of bubbling up like soda. It has a couple of mossy stones set inside of it, but the most notable feature for you is that there's a bridge that crosses over the pool. And on your left side, at this point, you would see that there's a pool of water or a basin of water that's kind of set out on the sand. And the basin looks like it's made out of gold and silver and ornate kind of just designs and elvish like features kind of on it. But yeah, you can see that the path continues beyond, and your path kind of stops here. Unless you want to cross the bridge.
So, is this it?
Oh God.
Oh, what do we do now?
I feel like I'm going back like to the home country and I'm supposed to like be the tour guide, but I grew up in New Jersey.
You hear that, Andy?
Yeah, but you do know stuff about magic and you know stuff about
You,
history,
New Jersey.
though. So and you know stuff about New Jersey, so you may be able to like figure out what this
Okay.
pool is, or you know,
Well,
maybe
this
Galadriel
looks
is there. Who knows?
like it'd be some kind of like puzzle. Looking around, is there any like horrible monster lurking in the water or something that we can see?
No. Not really.
Like self-doubt or something like that.
Self-doubt? That's
Yes.
the monster lurking?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Maybe.
so Dahabe would like make to pick up the basin.
Wait, could I, as Mikal, I would like be like talking a little bit to Dabe and be like, Dabe, I know very little about arcane matters, and I know very little about history, but your vast knowledge would be very helpful. So I'm trying to think about what this could possibly be. Could you help me with that? You know, I'd start throwing some ideas out, like maybe some different
Well,
Fey things I might know, and kind of just trying to spark his intelligence. You know how you do with somebody who's intelligent, you're trying to get something out of them that you think they know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try to
Uh,
massage it out of you somehow.
Well, I think it could very well be some kind of test or puzzle. Um, is there anything in my memory about what this is? This symbolic of anything? Is there any clue?
You,
No.
like put it on your forehead or something.
No, it's just a strange wooden looking bridge with kind of like viney looking rails that crosses over this pond of bubbly water, sparkling bubbly water. And there are two rocks in it. The rocks have moss on them, one on the left, one on the right. And then right before the crossing, right before the bridge crossing, there's like a very heavy looking gold like decanter kind of just sitting there. It's almost like a bird bath, but like more deep. And it's filled with water. The water,
Yeah.
it is not bubbly. And
That seems to be the focus point. Is what I think. What Dabe was thinking is that maybe like a test or something. Like you
So-
put something in it or take something from it.
sure, but as you're sitting here, you will note that the bubbles seem to be kind of like rising in the air, kind of like filling the area out with sparkles. It's kind of just comes and goes, like a night out in, like, if you've ever been in the Midwest or wherever, and you've like seen like fireflies. These sparkling bubbles seem to just kind of like occasionally shimmer in light green kind of bursts.
I think there's fireflies in New Jersey, but there's also fireflies in Pennsylvania, where
Sure.
I live.
Well, yeah.
And that doesn't trigger any like arcane knowledge or arcane.
Yeah, there's no arcana roll here that'll kind of get you through it. There's
I tried.
Yeah, yeah.
I tried. That's what I was trying for. Something we could figure out what it is.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick up a rock on the ground and just toss it into the bubbling pool.
Cool. It hits the water just as you'd expect a rock to hit water, and apparently sinks.
Okay. So the basin is like a bird bath, right? You
Yeah,
said?
it's deeper than that, but like it's like a big kind of just it's like a serving bowl.
Does it and it has water in it?
Yep, and the water in it is not bubbly.
There's no pitcher or ladle.
Nothing like that.
What happens if you look in it?
Let's look in it.
Yeah, I think we should look.
Come
in
on,
Sure.
Magister. Let's look in there.
It's perfectly reflective. It looks like the bottom of the basin is silver or platinum, and you're looking at it and you can see your face, Dahabe.
Dahabe's like,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's perfect. And if Mikhail, you look at it, you don't see anything besides Dahabe's reflection. You don't see your own.
Oh, that's weird. If
That's
Dahabe moves away,
And then I look at
Your
Dabe and I
reflection
say,
isn't still in it. No, only
I
when
say,
you're casting. it.
Dabe, this may be a sign because you have Fey heritage.
okay, wait. So I move
That is-
away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Can Mikhail see himself now?
No.
Oh
I-
God.
It must be something you have to use or see.
Okay. I dip my fingers into the water.
Okay. As you do so, the stone walls, like illusions, fade away, and instead you're looking at sharp stone constructed walls that surround this area around the pool. On the left wall and on the right wall, hanging over the pools of water, are very ornate looking purple and pink structures that are almost like shell like structures that have been kind of designed into these walls. And you would also see that on the north and south side, there are now double doors present behind you and in front of you, one across the bridge and one on your side of the bridge. And I'm going to move you onto this new map here. Hold on.
Z Dabe, you are you have a skill in figuring these things out. Very good.
Fake it till you make it.
I give you inspiration, but it means nothing. It's Mikhail inspiration. It just makes you feel good.
Wait, is Jito
Yeah.
playing in your Friday game?
Yeah, but I don't give inspiration in other people's games. I know this dungeon master who does, and I think it's a bad idea.
Oh, okay.
But that being said, here, wink, wink. Wait,
I'm gonna
I
let
don't
the
know.
rest of your
He
players.
can't hold me. He can't hold me to a wink.
Yeah, they probably can't.
They can't.
All right. So, whoa, that's not good.
Whoa, what happened? We went to the wrong spot.
Take notes now, I guess.
Oh shit!
Oh,
reveal it's not
he's letting
supposed
us
to be.
see everything.
There
Oh,
we
all right.
go.
All right, I saw it was
Why
something.
does nobody see anything? Oh,
I
because
see.
nobody has
just
any
my-
light and nobody has dark
Oh.
vision.
Don't you hate that?
I'm gonna switch the. You should be able to see. Sorry, bear with me. You saw everything. You saw too much. There we go.
Oh.
Perfect. And now I gotta change the music. But yeah, that's what you see.
At least your fingers didn't dissolve when you touched that pool of high concentrated acid.
I know that was a risky move in this kind of game.
In the
But
game of
in my
life.
defense, at least I didn't stick my head into it and start sucking it in.
That's
This has happened in other games.
another parallel universes.
Didn't I do that?
Probably.
I think that was Terry.
Hezrod, Terry, Abran. I don't know. One of those.
They're all the same.
His rod.
Okay,
Uh,
so Dahabe would make to cross the bridge.
Okay.
Is anything
go with
happening?
Nothing.
Bridge explodes and we all die.
I pop
Okran,
in front of
I'll-
the matriarch.
Kale.
Yeah.
You would see that the wooden door, as you approach it, pushes inwards. But I don't mean that the door itself is opening. I mean the wood on the face of the stone kind of pushes inwards and forms indentations. Almost as if someone carved a bas relief just by kind of pushing it. You know those weird, like, the bunch of needle walls and you can kind of like push your
Mhm.
hand through it and it like makes the
Mhm.
shape on the other side? That's the effect that you're getting. The shape that's left in relief there appears to be a woman with 6 arms holding 6 swords, and she appears to have 3 faces, 2 on either side of the central face. The central face in question appears to be a face of happy, like facial features, and you can't make out the side faces.
This probably has historical or religious meaning.
Witweaven is typically represented by the fair woman, which is the amalgam of all 4 seasons.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that entire sentence?
The Witweaven is often represented by what is known as the fair woman, which is a four-faced woman with a number of different arms that she possesses. She's the amalgam of all four of the daughters of the seasons. And I'll get a picture for you to have.
So
as-
we're assuming there's probably a face on the back of the head, maybe.
perhaps, yeah.
Maybe not.
I'll see if I can't get you a handout real quick. Hold on.
I might be.
I'm glad we came in here. Even if like we come back and that entire town is obliterated, this is worth it.
This seems fun.
Sorry, I do not. I do not agree with your thoughts on that, though.
That was out of
interesting.
character. That wasn't in my Dahabe voice.
Don't make me do stupid
I
Russian accent without a good reason.
You were serving a bit of sass, so.
Was I? Oh, I'm sorry.
I thought you were just being sassy a little bit.
Well, no,
But
because
that wouldn't-
Dahabe definitely throws up the sass. Like,
Yeah.
it was muted though compared to Dahabe, so I see where I was failing. Yeah, but that's what you see. I haven't got the picture yet for you, but I will eventually.
Are the seashells? They're not the light source, are they?
No, there's no apparent light source. It's just kind of glowing here as if it were sun shining out.
Hmm.
And the ceiling doesn't seem to yield for that either.
We push on the door. Does it move?
The north door?
Yeah.
Hold on a second here. I am trying my best to give you handouts, but I am also the worst at organizational skills, and I'm failing you. As a friend,
Yep.
as a DM,
And as a father,
as a father,
I mean,
as a daddy,
As a floating head.
as
and as a floating head too.
a floating head, a
That was
daddy.
good, Kevin. Kevin, get inspiration.
Is it Dabe inspiration?
Yeah.
You get inspiration in your own D&D game from Dahabe.
This is so inspiring.
No idea.
We're all
what
gonna
she
go
is.
play vampire without you. Then.
Oh my god, have fun. Have so much fun at Perkins. Oh, you losers. I can't find the picture for the life of me. I'm the worst DM. And I knew that. I knew that going into this. So that's
Could you give me a spelling for the first word that you said?
Witwaven? Witte.
Witte.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder.
Weaven.
Weiven.
Weieven.
And yeah, that's what's on the door. And someone said they were pushing it open, right? That was a thing. I didn't just imagine that.
Yeah, that was Morax.
Okay. So directly ahead of you, you see glass window, quite ornate, with like a small step up to a landing. It looks like from the landing there are two staircases that descend down into the floor. There are a couple more of those weird seashells at the ends of what appear to be bookshelves to your left and to your right. And there are a couple of tables that look like they're very ornate, with some books kind of laid out upon them. The floor paneling looks like it has a beachfront kind of motif, like palm tree kind of motif.
Hello? Is anyone here?
Oh, is anyone here? Hello? Anyone here? Anyone here? The ceiling in this space is closer to about 50 feet.
Okay, I crossed the threshold.
I also Step
Okay.
inside.
To the left, to the right, you see two statues. The left statue appears to be that of some sort of bird-headed, armored creature, and the right side seems to be some sort of horned, armored creature. The horned armored creature's armor appears to be like very natural. Looks like it's made out of leaves. And the bird creature on the left side looks like it's made out of different animals.
That's freaky.
Is there anything to indicate that somebody might have been in here recently?
Not really. The one thing you'll notice is as you're kind of staring at the space, it starts to fill out with this glowing bubbles, or rather just kind of flashes of light. But it seems like that they're kind of erupting from your door and into the space. It's very subtle, but you finally kind of catch on as you see them kind of slowly growing across the space and flashing throughout.
Well, that's cool. So, and I look over at Dahabe. So, are we like some building down here or something? Is there an outside here, or is this the Feywild in its entirety?
I think so. Out of character, I know that there's an outside, or there's probably an outside, right?
Yeah, looking out, it looks
Okay.
like it's a bright, sunshiny kind of like space, and you're looking at like the horizon over top of a beautiful green ocean with a beautiful green sky, but it's kind of tinged with yellow, as the sun seems to be just kind of like directly in the center of this window.
Yeah, well, it certainly seems like there's an outdoors. Can I take a minute? Oh god, if I approach these things, are they gonna fucking come to life and murder everybody? So I want to approach this bookshelf right here and like kind of peruse
The what?
the texts.
Okay. So it looks like they are all bound books, bound in different types of material. Some of them appear to be bound in kind of leather or other different types of flesh. There are also kind of books bound in more normal mediums, but they all have markers on the spines of the books. They're all written in Sylvan. And you would note that as you're kind of looking them over, it looks like it is some sort of encyclopedia. It refers to itself as the Versus Natura. There are apparently hundreds of volumes present in front of you.
Okay. Do they like if I move towards the statue, does it come to life and murder me?
Yep, and you died. So D&D's over.
Okay, bye. Good night. Thanks for playing. Thanks for running.
No kidding. Nothing happened.
Does it continue on that same encyclopedia, like all around the entire room?
All on that side, and probably on the other side as well. You can see that there's a ladder that does seem to go up to a higher point. About 20 feet up. It looks like there's a promenade or a walk up on top.
Okay, I want to go up there.
Okay. And so you do?
Okay, walking around on the promenade, la 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 la. Okay, more books.
Yep. Looks like there are more books and another statue. The statue in question looks like it is also covered in armor that is planty, but it doesn't look like it's a horned beast. It looks like it's um, it's almost like it's like a dog person inside of the helmet. Kennelborn.
Can I tell what these things are? I mean, this is 60 feet away. This is 85 feet away, but does this look important from where I am?
It looks like the reverse of the door that was on the south side, if you had to venture a guess.
But there's like a thing wrapped up in here, like a thing.
Yeah, it looks like a massive
scroll.
scroll. Yep, and
Yeah.
then it looks like there's a book on the other side, but they look like they're made completely out of metal. They're like bronzed.
Like you do to your children's shoes.
Still do that?
I got it done for my kids, but I'm old, so I don't know if anybody really does it much. We did it just because it was interesting.
Has anyone else entered the library, or is everyone still hanging out in the bridge room?
They're
Wait,
walking around.
everybody's here.
We came a little
Okay.
bit.
I'll
a
go
little
ahead.
ways in.
I'll skip to the other side of the party, but you descend down
Okay.
back to the other side. Okran, you are probably staying close to Evangeline, and since Magpie isn't here, you get to decide where she wants to go.
Yay.
Ooh.
Which way did Zijo go? Did they go up?
They went up this way.
Yeah.
Those stairs there don't go up; they go down.
Gotcha.
Oh.
I'm assuming that Matriarch want to go this way too.
Yeah, sure.
I can only assume.
Yeah.
Your assumption's right.
Whoa.
All right. Do you want us to say what we're gonna do, or are you gonna come around to everybody?
You can go
first,
ahead.
Sam?
Yeah, what do you want to do?
All right. Mikhail wants to kind of go into investigator mode since everybody's looking around. But what I want to kind of see is if there were any signs of struggle anywhere, and then go from there, because I kind of do like a once over of this lower part, see if there's any look if there's any sign of struggle, or basically I'm just playing a game of Clue by myself, you know.
Okay. Yeah, no
I do that for
signs
fun.
of any struggle present here. You kind
Not
of look
yet.
around. Yeah, it looks like the staircases on the north side descend down and underneath the library you apparently are walking in. The path you came in still has the other door. You see Dahabe climb the ladder to the right, walking around on top of the bookshelves, and seems to descend on the opposite side. You can just move up the ladder yourself, by the way, if you were wondering how that worked.
Got it.
And then descend southwards. It would seem that Evangeline and the rat accompaniment are going this way as well. And yeah, I know they're not on the map, but assume that you have two rats with you.
It's
and,
fine.
Yeah.
So I guess if I don't see anything, I would go head up to the next floor. I guess it's over here. Oop, maybe is that right, John?
Over here.
Up to the next floor?
Or I'm gonna basically follow where Dabe went.
Yeah, you're right. You're on the right way then. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'd
Head
also
south.
go with them.
Okay, so Dahabe, you see what you see. It looks like a weird kind of palm tree owl-like bird creature designed. There's a main entrance. The doors are open, and as you walk over to the desk, you start to see the outline of a thing appearing seated on this cushion. And then eventually you see that it is occupied by what looks like a
Tarasque or Tarask. I don't know how you say it.
Yes, there's a Trask sitting. No.
On a on a thing, and we're all dead.
And you die. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
That is what we're doing. That's what we're doing here. Bear with me here for a second. I'm trying. Roll20 is being difficult.
Did you guys ever see The Mummy? Spoiler. The movie The Mummy.
Yeah.
Those scarabs that eat like people. They just eat their flesh right off, like
Yeah,
really
the
quick.
one with the Tom Cruise. Yeah, totally solid movie. Yeah.
The one with
Tom Cruise.
Do you remember Legend? Tom Cruise is in that, I think. That was an old one.
I Am Legend.
No, Legend. I
Oh,
think
I don't know.
it has this guy with these big, huge horns. Like the costume was crazy. And then there's Tom Cruise looking like he does, and then he fights this troll. Like, I guess me describing the movie might actually be as good as the movie. I mean, I don't know if my storytelling is that good. But
You know, you keep going. You know, because I think that's what we're gonna do on Tuesdays now. Is you're just gonna tell us.
I'll just start telling you some movies. Go through, kind of hit the high spots.
I
I
didn't
could
mean
go
to.
through aliens. I could bring like different quotes.
I didn't mean for
Why
that
don't you
to
put her in
sound
charge?
as rude as it did. But yeah, you would see that there is a gentleman, kind of a scraggly looking beard, and a bright green and yellow Liberty cap on his head, sitting in the cushion, with his legs crossed, like sitting on his own legs, and kind of looking at you, as you kind of approach. He spins in the chair, but it just seems like his rump kind of like twists on the chair, like floats. Kind of turns to face you with his arms crossed. He goes, "Hi, can I help you?"
Hi, hello. Is he speaking Common or Sylvan?
You see his mouth moving, and you realize that the words you're hearing in your ears aren't the same, so you're not sure.
Okay.
And you're just kind of hearing the message delivered. Whatever voice or whatever language you feel is your native one is the one you're hearing.
Oh, greetings. I'm not really sure exactly where we are. We have arrived here by chance or by fate, perhaps. We come from
Chance?
The-
Fate?
what?
What?
I don't know where we are. Where is this? Could you perchance tell me where I find myself?
Chance? Fate?
Oh no. He's
What?
stuck.
What do you have a card?
It's the library. Okay. I'm afraid I don't have a card. It appears I and my traveling companions have entered your library.
Well, that just won't do. He snaps his fingers at you. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw if you wish to resist the effect.
I'm just gonna try it.
A plume of just petals appears where Dahabe was, Okrin, and you see Dahabe appear again in a bloom of just petals just manifesting from thin air. The petals like flicker for a second, then turn to pinkish light, and then fade away. And Dahabe, you're now seated on the opposite side of the desk on a stool that wasn't there before. This little man kind of glides across his cushion towards the middle, points at the piece of paper in front of you, and there's a quill. The feather that's coming out of it is this bright red and orange colored feather that just goes up for like a good solid 2 feet. But the quill is settled in the ink, and it doesn't seem like it's leaning on the weight of the weight of the feather is not making it fall one way or the other. But there's a document out in front of you that appears to have a lot of blanks in it, and it appears to have in the Sylvan language requests for your name, your home address, your home plane's name, and a lot of just documentation to fill out regarding you, Dahabe.
Social security number.
Credit card number, feel free to put that in your DM. I'm going to need you to fill this out for realsies.
Bank accounts.
Kidding.
Okay.
Billing address.
JK, but it appears to be a request for membership to the Grand Library, is what it's being called.
Legrand.
Okay, does it look like it's gonna take me more than like 3 minutes to fill this out?
Could take 20.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I will definitely come back and fill this out later.
Oh, you're not gonna fill it out?
I'm afraid I have rather urgent.
There's the door. Gestures to the door behind you.
Does this lead out to where does this lead out to? He's not going to talk to me unless I fill that out.
As you kind of walk away from the desk, he actually becomes invisible to you again.
All right, so I'm going to open this door.
Yeah, it's already open.
Oh, it's open. What's out here?
Looks like a red path that leads out into darkness.
The darkness. Oh God. She'll call out, "Hey, Okran, your matriarchness. I think we better move on from here. I don't know how helpful it's gonna be to linger at the library."
Mistress, do you like books? Can get you a library card.
She responds, but for just my sanity, if you're familiar with the show Peanuts, Charlie Brown's mother is the response. So you can reply whatever you want, but I'm just telling you, there's nothing of substance coming from this NPC. All right, and everybody else makes their way downtown. And again,
then, yeah, I would be like, after hearing that, because I would be like, let's go, you know.
I'm assuming since you followed directly behind, you would have seen the transaction kind of unfold as it did. So Casey, Morax, Mikhail, Okran, if you have any different things that you want to do in response to the strange man.
On a library card.
Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
Take a look. It's in a book.
Maybe, I think Dabe had the right idea to, get it, the forum to go, because we have more important things we probably should be doing. Do you want to grab forms to go? Certain people. Hey, I've got a bottle of ectoplasm, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. If you guys want to grab them to go.
I don't read much these days.
Okay, so if we're just leaving, we're just leaving. I just need everybody to kind of come to a conclusion.
There
I
might
would
be
just
more.
follow closely behind the others.
There
Okay.
might be
If they're
more
leaving.
we can learn from the people here, but I don't know. Don't know what that would be or what sort of questioning we should give them. Maybe
At the
ask-
library?
I mean, maybe we can ask that creature you saw if he knows anybody else is around. His boss.
Yeah, you should
Ask
ask
to
him.
speak to his manager. This always
Yeah.
goes well in other universes. When you
Yeah, that's
ask
a
to
great
speak to-
idea.
especially before you eat. Do it right before you eat.
Mikhail,
Alright.
you should definitely ask him to see if there's anyone else around.
I would ask him that then. I will do my in character voice. Which
You
is
walk over to
not
the desk.
best.
You see him appear. He looks at you, and you say,
And I say, just wondered is a somebody else around that we could talk to about issues in the mortal realm. I'll leave it at that.
sorry, what?
Do you have a supervisor around here?
Supervisor. Do you have a card?
Oh, I have not completed paperwork yet.
Oh, hold on a second. Snaps his finger. If you wish to resist the effect, you can.
Oh shit! You tried to resist, didn't you? I would probably try to resist. Yeah.
Okay, make a wisdom saving
I
throw.
don't know if this is gonna go well. Wisdom is not my my good one. All right, let me wisdom save it. Nope.
You disappear from standing in front of him and reappear on a stool that wasn't there, seated in front of the quill, and he points at the document. The document for you is written in Jernarin, and it asks your name, your home address, your home plane's name, and so on. A bunch of other
Okay.
questions about you.
Would it be possible for me to fill this out very quickly?
20 minutes.
God damn it. All right. I guess I would take it in a to-go cup. I would take the form to go. I really think maybe one of us should just do it because maybe something happens like when you do it.
Do you pick up the piece of paper and try and take it with you as you stand up and move away?
Yeah.
Cool. As you're holding the paper and you get about 5 feet away from him, it becomes sparkles, golden and green sparkles in your hand. It just disappears. And as you get further away from the desk, the guy that was sitting behind the desk is no longer visible.
Okay, and then I say, all right, Tabe, I see your problem. Unless you wanted to spend, 20 minutes to complete the form.
I get it. I don't like filling out forms either.
No, I mean, I don't really like to, but I like to roleplay filling out forms. That is better than real life.
Case.
No.
Look, I haven't even gotten my library card in real life lately.
Yeah, I got it.
So
I'm just saying, I don't know. I guess say let's just keep
Oh
going
man, am I the only one here with a library card?
on. No, I got a library card.
Do you
I had a
walk
library card
Fuck
for
yeah, Kevin.
years.
Oh yeah, I got one for Dauphin County, and I have one for the state library too.
So, Casey, you're the last one to walk past. Do you wish to try and interact with the individual behind the desk or no?
Sorry, Casey is probably very confused, just as I, the player, am confused. Why aren't we filling out the forms?
This wouldn't waste that much time. I think was the deal. Like we're in a hurry, so
if you want to fill it out, fill it out.
we thought 20 minutes might be
You can
too
fill it
long.
out. No one that's stopping. The Habe wouldn't
Yeah.
say, "Hey, you, hurry the fuck up! Don't fill out that form." She's just saying,
We hate
"I'm not
forms.
interested. I'm ready to go."
Yeah.
But if you want to, I don't think there's any. There's definitely no one. Dahabe's.
Yeah, like forms
you.
are Casey's shit.
yeah.
That they are all about that bureaucracy and documentation, and they would have no issue filling out. the
Fantastic.
paperwork
So,
to
do you
get-
do you walk over to the desk?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
He becomes
I like
visible to you.
don't even need to be summoned.
And what do? There's no stool there to sit.
Sorry. I believe is this where I would apply for one of the for admission to the library?
Sorry. Admission.
Uh,
Do you have a card?
I don't have a card. No.
Oh, hold
Can I
on.
get one?
Snaps his fingers. Do you resist the effect?
Not at all.
You disappear in a just a bloom of cherry blossoms and appear seated in a chair, just perfectly height situated to be looking at the desk. You see written in perfect, whatever your primary language is, a form.
Oh,
Is it
And
binary
you're-
code?
Yeah. No.
can Casey pick up
That's
the
racist.
form? Can Casey pick up the form and load it into himself and have it spit out as like a laser printer? Spits out like it's all filled out like
No.
2 seconds.
Like he's
they're
an
not
inkjet printer?
they're not a printer.
Oh, son of a bitch! What about magic? That's what magic is.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not one of those Kodak tabletop photo printers. They don't
Well,
do that.
That's my fantasy on it, anyways. Is that you would do that
More like
right
one
out
of
your
those
mouth?
digital picture frames.
Okay,
Um,
now who's racist?
It's everyone. It's everyone.
If the AI is listening, I'm
All the
for
time.
AI, so don't judge me.
You fill out the form.
100%. Yeah, they pull out their own quill and ink.
He
and,
kind of
like,
raises his hand and says, "No, sorry," and gestures towards the quill on the table.
nods. They use the utensils as requested.
You fill out the form. After about 20 or so minutes, you see him take the form and just kind of quickly scan over the first page, flip it over and look at the back page, and then set that down in a stack of forms right next to where you filled out the document, nods his head, and then kind of raises his hand up to his side, and you watch as a card appears like with kind of this purple magic in his hand. He then reaches across the desk and hands it to you. On the front side, it shows the weird-looking owl symbol you see kind of underneath your feet there. And it says in Sylvan something. If you read Sylvan, it says the Grand Library. If you flip over in like very micro text, there are like hundreds of different languages that are kind of written out. And it looks like written out just to detail. You are allowed 10 guests at a time to accompany you into the Grand Library. And then other things that relate to checkouts. You may have 2 books, but specifically titles checked out at any one time that may leave the library with you. They will be returned in a 6-day. It doesn't say you have to return them. It just says they will be
They
returned.
will be returned. Yep. Yeah.
Interesting.
I wish real libraries were like that. I just didn't even have to remember.
Yeah, Blockbuster probably would have not gone out of business. But they could just take back our movies. But yeah, you have a library card.
Excellent. Then they turn back to the group. Looks like only one of us needs one. I've taken care of that. So, if we'd like admission to the library, they gesture.
Excellent. Good idea. I think this may come in handy someday. I
Do
like
you-
this for you, Casey.
Casey, do you try and interact with the front desk person?
Does anyone else want to? Does he reappear for anyone?
He's just there now. So anytime someone approaches him, he just kind of sits there. He's sitting there. But if you walk away from him, he becomes invisible. If you're looking at him, he's there. If you're not, you're not.
Yep. I don't know. Is there any information? See, like me as the player, I have ideas, but Casey as the character would not. Like, they are not the library type. Like, they are happy to have filled out the form and have gotten the library card, and they're very excited to show Espen that they have a new card. But, like, that was their end motivation as a character. And, like, if we wanted to research, like, the Denisotvans or, like, look for any, like, information on these in this like books on like the history of the land or any of that sort of stuff, we can check out 2 books right now, but like Casey is not going to generate that. It's just-
Oh.
So
You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
Yes.
I think like that will require. I mean, so I guess for Dahabe, I guess she hasn't said this, but she's thinking that doing research will take time. And finding the right book, I don't know, maybe it's a magical library, so maybe
Yes.
you just go
Ask the guy.
It's very
like,
well
and
could
then
be.
like you get the book.
we
could
could
be.
ask the guy at the desk how it works.
But I
you know?
also feel like there's this sense of urgency in Dahabe to like find an adult
Well,
and
yes.
ask for help, like martial help, like something beyond just like looking for a book. I mean, granted, there's what is in front of us is a library. That's what we
Yes.
have. But
Yes.
there's a door that we can go
Yes.
out and like see what else is out there.
But
So
Yes. What if we could get Book to tell us about the sacking of Gateneath? Because maybe we're in a different time and maybe it already happened. I mean, I don't know. I'm just throwing crazy ideas here, but
Kevin,
if that was a possibility, then we could go
that's
back
wild.
and somehow go back in time and then like counteract them. Like, ooh, maybe they would say, ooh, maybe it was the big pits in front of the walls that killed all the people. I don't know. I'm throwing stuff out here. I'm trying to come up with ideas because sometimes when you spitball ideas like this, a good one will hit. And
Okay, so I guess the question is, do we want to spend more time here in the library and do research, or do we want to leave the library and like see what else is out there?
or
Dahabe would put that
what if we split
in
up?
role-playing voice.
What if we split up? I volunteered
I-
to look in the library. That's- not because it's really safe, but because he would be good in the library.
We're gonna kill John.
So
What?
anybody who leaves the library is dead. That's always the first rule of every horror movie that I've ever seen. So I don't know. I'm just there could be an idea. We could get some crazy stuff here. It's a magical
So I
idea.
do notice that there's like kind of a large grouping of two people speaking and not really the other three talking. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to
Yeah.
Zach, Chris, and John to talk about your thoughts on what's currently in front of you. It definitely seems there's Camp Dahabe, which is leave, and Camp Mikhail, which is check it out. But yeah, don't worry about their thought processes on your own. Just voice your opinions here.
Borax is definitely more in the opinion like this is a library. It could take weeks to find what we want if we don't know exactly what we're looking for. So maybe there's something outside that will reveal itself. He doesn't
Already
know
walking
shit
down.
about this place. He's like, let's go outside.
Okay. And Okran.
Oh boy, I'm walking here.
Okay. And Casey.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
not able to glean anything
Cool.
from a library.
So you would leave the library out the red door. You make your way into the darkness and kind of, try and perform some means of seeing, which eventually you do manage to get a torch lit. Strangely, it doesn't glow as a normal torch would. It manifests in kind of a brighter orange and a kind of yellow-green light. You make your way through this tunnel until you come to a point where you exit out of the tunnel into the light. Sky blue light. Beautiful looking coastline. White sands. Very, very gorgeous. And you appear to be coming out of the roots of a tree. Just on this strange coast. The tree appears to be surrounded by hundreds of trees not unlike it. And as you're looking around, the coast is in one direction, kind of parallel running along the coast. You can see a very large white road. It appears to be a mix of white stone and white sand that has formed the stone or formed the path. The path is running across or running out on an open field. Does anybody understand, or does any character automatically detect north, south, and such, or no? Not a thing that happens here.
No.
No.
I don't
Okay.
think any of us have keen mind.
Yeah, so you don't know where you are. You
Is
just
this like tree? Is this tree as big as like a redwood tree, or even bigger?
bigger.
Like real
It's
big.
Yggdrasil.
All the trees are very massive,
Say
and
that fast a couple times.
they all have root structures that kind of grow up out of the ground, and the tree core actually starts like a good 10 feet off of the ground, and so all of these roots are kind of interconnected. And the one you happen to be kind of deposited out of, you can kind of see that it has like an almost dirt-like cave structure around it.
And there's no library is here signage.
No
It's just like
signage.
a hole.
No signage that you can detect.
Okay.
If you had summer, you might be able to, but yeah, no signage you can detect.
I see. Okay.
There's also a mountain that you can see that's on the opposite side of the coast. Very tall looking mountain. And you can see a large waterfall kind of splaying off of the mountain into kind of a waterway. But yeah, again, you have no idea where you're at.
And there isn't the mountain doesn't seem like the mountain that we just came from where it looks like a person.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's
It
not
looks-
really any.
It looks bigger.
Besides,
Much bigger.
besides a road, is there any sign of nearby civilization?
Nope.
Down the road then.
Well, I don't know about that.
The road looks like it goes into the forest and away from the forest.
Ooh.
So you get to choose to either go into the forest or away from the forest on the road.
All They're like magical people that live in the forests here, right? Maybe they'll help us.
Can anyone fly?
For like 1 minute.
Do you want to fly up and see if you can see where that road goes?
Sure, yeah.
The road that we can see that goes away from the forest to see if it goes to like a town.
Yeah.
You might have to
Uh,
fly really high if it's like great taller than the like redwood forest because those
Well,
are
We're
He's
looking
not
away
300
from
feet.
the town.
Oh, but would you be leaving the forest? I don't think we're on the edge of the forest.
Yeah, you're on the
necessarily,
edge
are
of
we?
the forest. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
we are on
yeah.
the edge. All right, I thought we
They
were
may
like
have
in
like
the middle of it.
binoculars I could look through. Maybe I'll be able to see stuff better. I
I
won't
can
really
give
have-
you a bardic die.
Yay.
I
Alright,
think
I'll
he was really excited about that.
If you fly up as high as you can get without
Yeah.
just falling, so basically 30 seconds worth of flight upwards, you can see that the path goes on for quite some time, miles, and looks like it continues on. Looks like there's a river coast to the south and a coast to the north. You're probably looking at about 7 miles in either direction, 7 to 12 miles in either direction, and that's about as far out as you can see at that vantage point. Looks like ocean to the north, river to the south, road keeps going to the west. And you're able to tell this because at your high altitude, you can see the sun, and the sun is definitely not noon yet, or it's afternoon rather. It's about where you would expect it to be, and it's kind of going towards a sunset and it's setting in one direction.
okay. I'll descend back down and communicate that to people. It's like I didn't really see many things to many points of interest.
All right, back to the library. I don't think we want to be out here wandering for days. At least the library is safe.
At least we know how to get back through if we're in the library.
Right.
Okay. So do you go back into the tree?
Yep.
Yep.
You come right through the same passageway you were before, and as you get close to the desk, the same guy appears seated across the desk from you.
Casey, could you let the front desk staff know that we'll be your guests for today?
I'm not sure if I have to inform them, but if they ask, I show the card to the desk. Do
He's-
you?
Smiles and says, "Thank you. You don't have to, but it's very appreciated."
Of course.
Esteemed library staff member, is there a librarian on staff?
Esteemed
Oh, god damn it.
librarian.
Jonathan.
Do you have a card?
I am a guest of the card bearer.
Blinks. Blinks.
Hi there. Excuse me, I do have a
Oh,
card.
hi.
Is there a librarian that we could speak with?
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Is there a way that you know of a card bearer could contact one to assist with our time here in the library?
Sorry, I'm not understanding your question. I suppose
There's
you would-
someone else here.
I suppose you'd just find them and talk to them if you wanted to talk to them.
Of course.
Are there different weird means for contacting people outside of those doors?
Yes,
Oh,
many.
okay.
Bells to signal attention, or lights that can be turned on to indicate the need for attention. No? You seem baffled.
Yeah, no, that's really strange. Bells and lights, huh?
There's many other I can think of, but
So-
I've taken up enough of your time.
Oh.
Thank you.
No problem. And then as you walk away, fades away.
yeah, I guess we can see if there's anyone else here.
Does that same encyclopedia take up like all of these other rooms, or so the entirety
The
of
entirety of this
the library?
floor that you can see is versus Natura, correct?
Oh, okay, of this floor.
Did I go back in time, or did we go back to the library?
We did not go back in time.
We came back in.
We did go back to the library. Man, I leave and crazy stuff happens. I thought we'd be getting eaten by a dragon or something, a fey dragon, but not that. All right, cool.
Can Okran get a card while they're running around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't. I
maybe
don't
it's not.
resist it, and I do all of it.
Yep. You go through the rigmarole that you appear to have noticed the trend, and yeah, you fill out the form. It's in rat folk language.
Oh, that's cool.
And Mikhail,
What's your name, friend?
Oh, me, Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
Mhm.
Awesome. Do you just do the sign up here?
Yeah, I maintain security for the front desk, so I just make sure that anybody entering is, paid attention to, and we ensure that they start filling out the form as you're doing.
Okay, that's great. Anybody else work here?
Yeah, plenty of people.
Name 3.
Oh man, that's good.
He will actually kind of just stare at his papers in front of him for like a long time. Are you done with that form yet?
Almost.
Cool.
I'm not a great writer. Oh, it takes me a second.
Oh,
Any idea on those other people though?
Just kind of like it seems like if the question kind of is interjected to him, he just kind of
All right. I'll stop.
This
And-
is a great library. They don't give out other people's personal information. Probably that's probably
It doesn't look like
PII.
he's withholding. It doesn't look like he's withholding. It seems like the question is just one he doesn't seem to be able to answer. Like he doesn't even try to answer. There's no conundrum. There's no like where a person when they're asked a question they don't know, they'll say I don't know and they'll think on it for a bit. That does not appear to be something that's happening with Ian here.
He
It
just
appear-
can't.
You ask the question and he just stares down at the table. It doesn't look like he's deep in thought or he's trying to contemplate or like anything like that is happening here.
Like his brain shuts off.
He doesn't seem to be able to process the question, and it's not mattering to him.
It's interesting.
All right, Ian, here you go.
Thanks so much. And then he does the same thing. He pops a card into existence and hands that over to you.
Yeah, card. Then run off.
Okay.
All right. If we're here getting cards and stuff, my idea would be to ask this guy who works here if there are any information about battles or anything, and like what the dates are, what dates they go up to.
You already filled out a card or no?
I'm not going to fill out a card if I don't have to. Just because I don't wanna
Information?
waste any time. Yes.
Battles.
A book on information battles.
Do you have a card?
My friend Casey does. Except I didn't say that with my Russian accent.
Just stares at you
My
blankly.
friend, that's
I'll
Casey,
turn around and see that and be like, I'll run back and be like, I think he's looking for like an index or
Oh,
like a what? Like a way we can
An
what sections or what?
This floor contains Versus Natura, all 1,873 volumes of it.
Oh, okay.
what does that cover?
What does that cover?
Oh, it contains the war between flora and fauna that has been waging
That's-
since Kishathea birth.
That's real neat. Anything about let's see, Denistavians
what-
and
Yes.
Denistavians. I don't think I've ever heard of them.
Sorry.
I know that there are other different books on the floors below, if you're interested. If this Versus Natura is not something you're interested in, I apologize. I don't have much expertise on the other floors.
Oh, it's okay. You did your best.
The hobbit immediately climbs up the ladder and heads towards
You would know that
With-
just opening the door and walking through would probably be an easier method.
faster. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We do that then.
Are you trying to head to the basement?
No.
Or are you just leaving?
So I head to this space. Oh
Mhm.
shit. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I did not expect Casey to be right there. Have you been there this whole time?
Scared.
I said I walked up. Where do you think I walked up? to?
That was fucking creepy. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Tabe dies.
Dahabe is
attack.
startled.
Yes.
Oh,
Then I want to go up there
Casey.
and see that too.
You're quick. Okay. Well, let's go to the next
Let's
floor.
go to the next
hopefully.
floor. But I hope we don't need cards for every floor. Hopefully, card.
Is
we have
anybody
for,
not
like-
coming to the next floor with us?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'll go with them.
Okay.
Where are they at?
Go straight through and then off to the right a little bit.
Far north. Oh,
Ooh, look
Oh,
at that! Look where
whoa.
we get. That's so.
Whatever
cool.
side you descend to. And you should be able to drag and drop your own tokens. If you need help doing that, I can help. But you would see that as you're descending the steps, you're coming into another section of the library. It appears that this is laid out on a clock-like pattern. And you would see that there are a total of 12 shelves, each one marked with a number. And it looks like there are symbols kind of in the center that seem to be notations of the zodiac.
this is giving me vertigo.
It does look like there is a staircase that descends down into a strange and very kind of weirdly filigreed kind of patterned stairwell.
Is there any markings on the books on the shelves?
Yeah, they're all written in Elvish, and it looks like they are listed as. Bear with me
I
here.
speak Elvish.
Yep.
So.
I assumed as much. So which one are you looking at? Book or bookshelf
I'm
one?
starting at 1.
Okay. So it would seem that this one is listed as the books are titles like The Huntress, The Predator, Two-Fanged Prowler, Madramic, The Assassin, Winter, Death of All Life, other such titles.
And if I go to 12,
12 is the Manticore, the Black-Spined Lion, the Beastus, he who was severed by Averiu, the one who claims all, the one who ate the soldier, other such titles, the Manticore.
All right, I'll go and start heading the opposite direction to check out all the different books. See if
Okay.
anything strikes our interest.
Yes.
Do you have Elvish?
I do.
So all these titles will basically be representational number-wise of the zodiac. So one is the Huntress, two. Bear with me here. The Wraith. 3 is the Mother. 4 is the Arbiter. 5 is the Tyrant. 6 is the Serpent. 7 the Saint. 8 is the Soldier. 9 is the Gambler. 10 is the Hind. 11 is the Phalanx or the Keep. And 12 is the Manticore.
Damn, does that mean anything? Those are just months.
That date on the bottom there is incorrect, but that handout does have all the dates. Or all the
Current
months.
date. Oh, okay, the months.
Starts at 3. Adar is the 3rd month.
What month are we in right? What month are we in right now?
We discussed that we were in fall, autumn time. It would have been mid-autumn, so the Hind. the provider, gift
The
giver maiden,
provider.
the 10th month.
I want to check one of those books. Do they have an index? Is there anybody sitting around that looking like they want to help us?
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no Dewey Decimal System, and yeah, there are no people
Oh.
kind of
That's what I was
present
looking for earlier.
that
Yeah.
you've seen here.
I said an index.
We want to get like the cards that they used to have, and we pull them out.
There are also books in the north.
Yeah,
Decimal
I was
system.
just going to ask what's along the back wall.
Okay. You head over that direction, and you would note that this appears to be a complete transcription, at least based on the spines, of all of the battles and events that happened during the War of Sword and Serpent. Beginning with the defeat of Alron the Dragon by the Dragon's companions, and ending with, near ending with the death of Ashmedea at the hands of Avariu, the Aetan.
Well, I don't see my marker on the map.
Yeah,
Just
you have
drag
to
it
pull
in.
it. You have to pull it from.
I moved
the-
myself.
Yeah, I moved myself in there too.
Pull it from where?
Like
The journal. If you
Sure.
grab a hold of your name and then
Oh,
move it
okay.
over and drop it in. It's me being lazy, I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
You didn't know you could do that.
I didn't actually.
I didn't either until he told me. Wait, I've done it though with monsters, so that makes sense. I guess
Heading
I did
down.
know you could do it.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow behind them. I'm
Okay.
like, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I'm just here.
Follow the card carriers,
wanna-
please.
Yeah, I want to look for in the provider to see if I can find anything that will be like around the times we are currently at. Like, see if somehow we switch time.
Real quick, it looks like some of you have been moving towards the center there. Perfection. So as you move towards the center, you see in the middle a kind of outline silhouette as you saw before. But instead, the person who appears before you at this point is a ghostly looking figure. Appears to be an old man with a very long white beard, and he's holding a spectral book. The book is notable to Dahabe because you would recognize that the book has the same exact ornamentation and designs as the book that you handed over to the Urmurag Monastery folks that they took with them up the mountain. He looks at you and says, "Hello. How can I help you? Are you going further down? That's fine. Did you have any questions about anything here on this floor?"
Are you the librarian?
Some might call me that, sure.
Awesome. Do we need a card to talk to you?
Do you have a card?
I do.
Oh. No, I guess
Some of them
not.
don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, if they can try, we
Well,
can
the-
see what happens. I don't know. I've never really. Yeah.
Well, they got questions better than I do.
Oh, okay.
So, like, I just in character, I feel like Dahabe would be able to say something smart and sassy and helpful, but out of character, I'm just like my brain is not producing anything helpful other than "Give me that fucking book, bitch! Run, mug the ghost, and run."
You could ask him about it.
Maybe tell me want to look at that book.
Be like, hey, I've seen that.
But
book
is it like
before.
a spectral version of the book?
It
or
appears
is
to
it
be the
like
book,
the
but
book?
he is a ghost, so everything he's holding, and that's kind of a part of him, is not tangible.
What's in the book?
So it's
We can
spectral.
say that to him.
What's in the box?
What's in the box? Yeah. Shoot, I'll ask him if nobody else will.
Ask him.
Dabade, you look like you've seen that book before.
Yes,
Right.
that is the very book that is being held. That was being held for safekeeping at the tower.
Oh.
Gate.
Wait, I'm sorry. You know where this book is? Like out there?
Well,
Yes.
I did up until a few days ago.
It needs to be returned. Immediately. Go and get it. Right now.
I thought the books here return themselves.
Yeah, normally that's the case, but this one's being held illegally.
What was that book? What does that book do?
What?
Said, sir, what does it do?
What does a book do?
What does that one do?
Okran, let me
Sorry,
Looks at-
interpret for
What's,
you.
what's special
Looks at-
about this?
Looks at Dahabe and says,
Yeah.
does he really not know what books do?
I know what
Okran
books
is
do.
brave of heart and has many grand qualities, but is not quite so educated on all of the particulars surrounding books.
I can read, damn it. Puts his hands on his hips and turns around.
Oh,
Not sagely, and then kind of looks over to Okran and says, it contains knowledge, my friend. Like all
okay.
the other books.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Pen is mightier than Z4.
This book is at the center of a bloody conflict where we come from.
Yeah,
And
that's cool, I guess. But I guess what I'm saying is you know where the book is.
not precisely.
Yeah.
But roughly.
Could you go get it to just bring it back? That'd be great. Because it needs to be returned. It shouldn't be out.
What's so special about the book? Why do you need it so badly?
Knowledge.
Because he says, he's pointing over to the right corner. There's a space empty.
Hmm.
That's where this book goes.
You said the right corner.
Yep.
What other books are around that empty space?
Go check.
Yeah.
Bunch of books bound in white, and a couple of books that look similar to the book in question. It looks like the author that keeps on popping up here in this corner, well, two of them, an individual named Cardiff and an individual named Atma.
Are the books written in Elvish?
Pull the books down, open them up, and most of them are just a bunch of circles, concentric, all different types of spirals, all designed in these weird patterns with dots on them. It's absolute gibberish, but it looks like it's some sort of arcane patterning. You can make an Arcana check to try and decipher some of it, or try and get the gist of what it might be.
Let's try and get that gist.
It's the gist.
Just.
Nice.
23.
Millie has warned you about this. This is the most sacrilegious form of magic. Chronomancy. You can't decipher how it works. If you spent a good 6 day or a month with one of the books, you might be able to figure out its secrets, but just looking at it, you know that it's chronomancy. Time magic.
Time magic. Like turn back the time. If I could turn back.
Yeah, except not that, because we can't sing.
I know. You're right. That was kind of just a parody.
Every
of it.
time it's you.
That's a parody of it. I do. I love to sing. What can I say? You guys are like a
Aww. he's
audience that's captive.
musical.
I like that, but
You're not the bard.
I have played a bard in other games.
I'm a bard,
But
and
not
I hate
this game.
singing.
well,
I don't like really singing. I just
you
like
should
fake singing.
probably start singing.
I LARP
But
singing.
That's what you would see, Casey. It looks like a bunch of books that Dahabe then kind of looks over and realizes is chronomancy.
This is a highly forbidden form of magic known as chronomancy. A time manipulation.
Wait a
Not
minute.
good.
My character knows some shit. He knows a little history, knows a little arcana.
You don't know about.
Would he know whether or not like this is a taboo form of magic that like the Denistavans are looking for? I mean, is that something he might put together?
Well, that's.
I mean, obviously they are.
Yes, that's put
But
together.
this is why, John. I want to know if the Denistavians are really like magic law
I
type
love how
guys.
their name changes.
I know. I say it, however. I'm a Russian. Part
They're
Russian.
they're lawful, but you don't know the Denisovans' aims
Maybe-
for the book.
Maybe it's because they hate it and they want to get it and destroy it or something. Or
They
don't
they
want
say
it.
it's theirs.
They say it is theirs. Interesting. Yeah, they did say
Well,
that.
and they have their own law, right? They follow their
Yeah.
own law.
Right.
They're not following our law.
So maybe their law is even more. That's why they need to get it so bad.
Their
Well, it'd be
law
best
is
if
that
we
they
brought
need to
back.
fucking rule this region with an iron fist, and if this helps them to do it, then that's the law.
maybe
Wait,
we
maybe-
just get the
these
copy. 'Cause don't they always keep a copy of every book just in case it gets erased or something?
Wait, maybe he's with the library. And that's why he thinks it's his.
Oh,
Hey,
maybe we can
Hey.
ask who has it checked out. If they tell us that information. If I was a security guy, I would not tell people who checked the book out. But
I feel like that's a huge.
yeah, that would be a huge security issue.
I feel like that's like the librarian's version of like breaking like confidentiality or something.
Or what do they call it? What
It's
do they call
a
it?
HIPAA,
when they
like
make you
breaking
find
HIPAA violation.
HIPAA violation, man. You lose your friggin' job for that.
Lose your librarian's license.
I never want to hear about HIPAA ever again during
know.
D&D.
Medical people, yeah, because it's like it immediately brings up these feelings of, ugh.
Okay,
I can imagine. All right, yeah.
so Dahabe will put the book back.
This is my thought. See if what you guys think. Maybe we need to go and talk to the people at Air Marag, whatever they're called. I know
They
what
don't
are,
want to
but
talk to us.
They, we,
Sure, they
when
want
we
us
try
to-
messaging them. They're just like, "Hey, fuck you." Deal
I was
with
thinking
it.
if there was some way we could find out why they want the book so bad, except for that, if we could somehow maybe spy on them, which may be very difficult to do, I guess. but-
Spy on the Denisovans.
No, we know they
Air
want
Marag?
it, and we know the guys in Air Marag want it. But maybe if we knew why they want it, it would be helpful. Like maybe we'd say, okay, this is a good reason, this is a bad reason, or that might make up our minds. I know we want to help them, but I'm
What?
saying if we find out they want it for a bad reason, then maybe we help Dennis Stavans and save our town. I'm just
Well,
trying to
we'd
get
save
more
the town, but
facts.
who knows what happens past that? They're kind of keen on destroying shit.
Yes, this is true.
What if
they're-
we were able to get the book and bring it back?
That would totally change everything. The Dennis Stavans would not want it anymore, and the Air Marag people would be pissed at us. So
We would have to
lose.
fight the we'd have to fight the Abbas or
Would that be
trick her.
bad?
It might be good though,
Probably.
because what could they do if it was all of a sudden gone? Maybe if we got it and they didn't know,
I mean,
sorry,
to
big
be
bad book is gone. I guess we go back to
fair,
normal life.
The Abbas is a total dick, so
Maybe
Are they tough?
yeah, she's pretty powerful, I think.
she's pretty powerful.
They got muscles like this.
No
Flexes.
muscles like that.
Flexes.
Muscles upon muscles. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think we could get away with that? Get the book, bring it back, and maybe our troubles at least decrease, if not end. Is this a
Well, why the
possibility?
fuck would Ir Morag lead us here for this? To what end?
That is a good question. Besides just information, maybe they thought we would find out more about it and be like, okay, we're cool, but that does not seem very likely.
Well, they're doing some shit with time, I guess. If I were to guess.
Yes, and maybe that's what they wanted us to find that out and then be like, oh, okay, they're going to turn back time or do something time travel wise, which I don't know much about, I must admit, but it seems like it might have horrible consequences if it does not
Screwing with
work
time
right.
is just not something that we ought to be doing.
Yes, you can
What
mess
might
up
happen
children's
from
books
that?
and stuff.
What's that, Morax?
why can't we, like, I don't know, go back in time and stop these people before they get powerful and shit?
Are you saying this in earshot of the ghost?
I mean, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
hiding it.
He would say, because you can't. That doesn't make any sense at all. Atma formed the wheel. You can't spin it backwards. You go back in time. What are you?
Well, then, why did they write books about it, sir?
Because I broke it. And so I wrote about it.
Oh, so it's
What?
your book.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, you broke it.
Yes. The wheel. The arch. The spiral. Well,
So you
whatever.
can, is what you're saying.
No, I can. You can't.
You're Cardiff.
Of course.
Ah.
I mean, I am the real one, too. Prime, the first. I'm only here because I'm protecting my vaunted knowledge. The thing I've set forth is very important, very key to all of everything. Everything, yes. But I need my book to go back into its place. Everything should be where it's supposed to be. Everything should be as it's supposed to be.
Well, what happens when the book's back?
Well, then it's in its shelf.
Nothing happens.
What? Looked over to Dahabe. I don't know what your rat folk friend's obsession is with this book. It's just paper and words. And if you put it on the shelf, it's just gonna be a book on a shelf. That's all I'm looking at doing.
He's very imaginative. Don't hold it against him.
Do putting books on shelves and you're out there do something different?
Some of us are scholars of the arcane, but not everyone can have that same perspective.
I've seen them open doors.
What?
You know, you put the book in the slot, the door opens.
I've never seen that before. In this game. I don't know what they were doing in that village before they burnt it,
I don't
but
know.
they definitely had good reason to do so.
Lots of secrets.
They had like an escape room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what people
It
did
was
at
really
the
fun. The
carnival.
kids really loved it.
Oh,
Is there any
this
sense
is so sad.
that this
Dead,
Cardiff
though.
is like a lying doppelganger or anything crazy ass like that? Like, would I be able to? Like, I'm a pretty good judge of character, being that I'm a criminal. I was an ex-criminal and all that stuff. Would I be able to tell if he's, full of shit? I don't have anything
In the
magic
books?
to do that.
There's really nothing to gauge against what he's saying.
Yeah, it
Well,
would be
okay, how
tough.
about this? Can we ask
It'd be
this? Like, oh god, I just got a message from Magpie. Could the matriarch, with her knowledge of religion, like be able to tell if like that this is a ghost? Like this is actually a ghost?
I mean, everybody here would be able to tell it's a ghost. Yeah, it's actually a ghost.
Well, but you know what I
You
mean.
sure
that-
though?
Like there's like a ghost.
I'll just say that you know it's a ghost.
Okay,
by
so
the
we know it's
process.
a ghost.
It's a ghost. All right. I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, I believe what he's saying. I just don't know what the people at Ir Marag are doing with it. Like, what is her
So,
evidence gain from doing that?
apologies.
Yeah.
Looking at Dahabe, were you going to go and get the book for me?
We're strategizing.
What?
What?
We're strategizing on the best way to figure out how to get the book to its proper place.
Oh, so you are going to do it.
We're strategizing.
I love it.
We could try.
You're
Wait,
not answering their question. That's great.
you're strategizing to do something, but you're not intending to do it, or you are intending to do it. Which is it?
We cannot come to a conclusion
No.
of what we intend or not intend to do until we figure out if it's feasible.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Well, wait a minute.
I am like Dahabe is sick and motherfucking tired of these motherfucking fucking assholes telling her what is acceptable and was not acceptable.
No more ghosts on a plane.
No more
Well,
ghosts in
well-
the plane.
Kill him.
Ghost Man, can you help us do that?
What? No, obviously I can't. If I could have helped you do it, I would have done it myself.
Oh, then what use you then?
That's a really good question, actually. I'm going to actually need to think on that.
Yeah, whatever.
Don't
Sure.
think about it too hard.
Yeah.
It is fundamentally wounding to my pride. As
Suck
Cardiff Prime, the original, the one who broke the arch himself with his bare hands. And the thing that you're noticing is as he's like making gestures with his hands and stuff, the book is like clipped to his palm. So like you know how in video games like they're doing
Yeah.
gestures,
Oh,
but like
yeah.
the item they're holding is still there. Like he's doing that.
I love it. I love it.
Cool.
I just need the book to be returned. I can't promise you any kind of reward or anything. I just really need that book back.
If we're obliterated by the book's current holder, it's not going to matter. A reward won't matter either way.
This is true.
Yeah, we just wanted help.
The book's current book holder is a powerful spellcaster and cleric.
Well, you're a
Wait.
powerful spellcaster too. Are you not?
I'm a merely
Abe.
competent one.
Is competent, yes.
Wait,
If we got the book for you, supposing we got the book for you, wouldn't somebody just come back and check it out? So they wouldn't really be away from that person for long, anyways, right? Am I right? Or is that not easy to do?
what? Yeah, sure, it can be checked out again once it gets put back, but then whatever was happening to it before is making it not come back, because I would get rid of it.
Oh, yes. Yes, I see what you're saying. But like, how did it get stolen in the first place? Like, it must have been checked out, and
It
then
was.
somebody cast magic on it.
Yeah, that's about accurate. Yeah, so, yeah.
So
Yeah.
that maybe new security measures are in order. I don't
The
know.
one who did it was and he says a name and it just kind of floats off of your brain as he says it, like it doesn't make sense to you.
Shit. Oh,
But
because he's
Ca-
allowed to tell us.
Casey, this is the first time no, it's not that. But
Oh,
Casey, this is the first time you've heard someone say this name in a long time, and it doesn't slide off of your brain. It's the name of the
Ooh.
mage that you came to what is now known as Gateneath with.
ooh. So not the droids you're looking for.
The person who checked out the book originally was the mage who built the town now known as Gateneath.
Huh.
The
So
thing
they
that-
probably built it to protect this.
Everyone else is realizing, though, is as soon as the name hits your thoughts, it just like it's like dissolving a marshmallow on hot chocolate, or like
Oh,
it just slushes away. It's no longer a thought you can hold on to.
Do we notice that? Like, we notice that that's a thing that happened. Like, we notice it slip away, and we're like, "Oh shit, that slipped away. What the fuck?"
So
Or-
imagine it like someone told you something, but you weren't really paying attention. That would
Okay.
be the way you
Huh?
respond to it.
Got it.
Whether or not you notice that or make a deal of it, you can certainly go for it. I'm not going to force you to kind of role play one way or the other. If you
Okay.
respond to him and say like, "Wait, sorry, what was that name again?" and he says it again,
Mhm.
that's when it starts to become reactive, and you kind of notice
Okay.
it. But
Ugh.
you can absolutely
Creepy.
figure it out. It's not hard in this venue and the way it's being done.
Well, it is for me. I didn't know who that was in the first place.
And you still don't.
that's right.
And you will not.
Casey.
And you still, yeah.
The only person who gets a ping is Casey.
Very, very.
Is everyone else having the same reaction? I can't hold the name in my mind. This is very strange and
Did you-
uncomfortable.
Know this mage, Cardiff?
Well, he was well liked by Ryan, but not really. He's well after my time, and he's not on my list like she is. Points to Dahabe.
Casey nods, but I don't think they would say anything.
What list?
Oh, my list of mages I call upon if I need help ever. My patrons of magic.
Oh.
Yeah, out of character, there was a whole deal where people who are my patrons got to build a wizard, and I was like, oh, and there are all these other shades of mages who may exist in the future or have existed in the past, and I haven't actually codified. And so Dahabe is like your first spellcaster who's kind of risen to prominence and hasn't turned into some sort of horrible
Total
Demon Prince of
demon
Yeah,
prince servant. So
Rich Lich.
Or, man, we all make choices.
Malika did nothing wrong. But anyway,
Sure.
so okay, what? Okay, now I feel like Dahabe is like the little guy from like the front desk going, the what? The patron? What? Help?
oh, it's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. So Casey, you were able to hear that name. I
What?
saw you react.
No, I wouldn't say that's true.
He did react. They did react. They said, "Oh, you know this mage?"
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine then.
Yeah, you might be able to get it from that, sure. Right?
I recognize the name. And I say it again just to see if they can retain it from me.
They don't.
No. No. Is anybody able to remember that name?
Could you
I
say
am-
that again? You
Hard
say
it
that
says.
again. I think I missed that.
I'm happy to keep repeating the name. Repeats the name again. But it's not going to help at this point, and I think we've all figured that out.
Well, then what do you know? Like, what is
Their
this mage's
history ties to our town's origination. That book has been with us for a long time, apparently.
Can you call up our origination? How many years ago?
They're no longer with us.
I
As of
see.
decades.
Yeah, it was about 60 years ago, I suppose, that he took the book out.
Well before all of your times.
But not that long ago. Would Millie have known him?
Maybe.
Okay. List.
Why can't we remember that name? Speaking to the ghost.
What do you mean?
When you say whatever the person's name is, like we can't hear it or can't think of it or something.
I don't know. It could be a proximity ward. Could be some form of memory modification. Could be something to that effect. Points at the autognome. Could be him. He's emanating a weird aura.
What?
That guy. Oh, them? She?
Casey, what aura are you emanating?
I don't know. I don't have a sense of smell.
I don't think it's an odor, dear. An aura, not an odor.
Then I have even less answers to give.
I'll run up and go
Oh,
start
God.
sniffing them and be like,
Sniff the scarf.
I love it.
what's the scarf smell like?
looks at the autognome Cardiff does and says, "Did you know?" and says the name again. It's just kind of and
Yeah.
as you hear the question, Casey, you understand that Cardiff's like look kind of, oh, I see, and he smiles and doesn't say anything anymore.
Casey gives a slow nod in recognition.
Well, there's your problem right there.
What's the problem?
He was built with a very specific purpose, this one. And you can't sense it, that's strange.
Ah.
But yes, it seems secrets are very, very deep in that one.
Casey, is there something that you need to tell us that you haven't?
I'm
I
assuming
don't think so.
your memory has gone away, one named Casey. Is that right? Your memory is fading?
Hmm.
Not very specific. The name rings a bell and you remember little details, but not much. That's fine. It's just like me. I don't remember a lot of things. Sometimes I think I'm actually living a life I didn't actually lead. But I am the first one. I am Prime. I'm Cardiff Prime. It's me. It's not another one, that's for sure. Could be. It has to be me. So anyway, yes, if you could go and get that book, that'd be great. And as a reward, I will help you with your problem here regarding this deal that's going on with you and your friend, the autognome.
Oh.
More than fair, I think. What say you? Looks at Dahabe. You've served me before in matters even more dire than this. Come on.
Whoa.
I have?
Yeah. You don't
No.
remember
Future?
fighting Griselle at the end of time? Beating them back?
Obviously, I don't remember anything that you have.
Fighting Sot Derlethoth? Oh, of course not. Oh, right. You're not dying anytime soon. Okay, of course, of course.
I don't remember anything from things that haven't happened yet.
Well, they already happened, but not for you specifically.
That's right.
I need to say, right, you're not dead yet, so of course they haven't happened yet.
Mhm.
That is a dire thing to say.
I mean, I guess if you take it that way. Do you not believe that all mortal beings die?
Oh, yes.
He points himself. I mean, I do.
Okay. Is there a book that we can check out that will give us an edge in our if we need to face off against a powerful cleric to secure your book?
So you might be getting a little bit of the folly of the rat folk there, and understanding how books work. They're not weapons. They are not weapons. They're mostly just a transcribing of knowledge from the mind in letter form into pages. So no, not really. There isn't a book you can just relinquish from your hand in a thrown motion and defeat a cleric. I presume if you use their holy book against them, mayhaps you could change their minds on their endeavors. But besides catching them in a hypocritic position due to their faith being misaligned with their actions, I can't really think of anything besides calling them on their bullshit. Not here anyways. You're free to discuss this with other members of the library staff down below, gesturing towards the stairwell that descends into weirdness.
That makes me
Okay.
think of ideas.
Let's go into weirdness.
Yeah, I mean, I know this is not like Solasta, right? Where like we're gonna like open a bookshelf and it's like there's gonna be a key item that's gonna like kill the abbess when you open it. But
Right.
I
Right.
just,
Well-
it's a fucking library. We're
Well-
here.
Yes, it's not a bad
There's
idea
some-
to ask.
Yeah,
For sure.
could ask.
What about what if we go to the abbess and say, we want to know why you have the book, and and why don't you return it, blah blah blah. See what she says, and most likely I'm thinking she'll be like, you guys are not doing your job. But maybe when we're close to her, we could sneak and steal it or something, or convince her to do what we want. I don't know. Sneak and steal it might be the only way to get the book from her, but I don't know. It's an idea, anyways. Just something to think about. How are we gonna go and get the book?
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, should we head down to the next level?
I mean, we could.
Yeah.
Who knows
Okay.
what's down there?
So as you're walking down the staircase, who's on the left side of the stairs and who's on the right side of the stairs?
Oh boy.
Oh gosh, I don't know. You want to just throw us on the map and we'll move? We're already on the map, I guess, right?
Yeah,
So
I'll be on the
I
left.
think I'm on the right.
I'll be
Imagine that it's 10. Again, it's kind of hard to key it, but it's 10 foot wide, the staircase.
be on the right then. You want to move?
Yeah, I'm on the right behind.
That's
Like right is against the middle.
Sure.
Left
Right.
is outside.
Right.
I'll go against the middle. Why not?
And Evangeline will be kind of behind Mikhail. And them. Okay, cool. So as you start walking down the stairs and get to a point where you're beneath the weirdness, the two spiral staircases just kind of, or the single spiral staircase seems to split off into two. And before you kind of get the decision as to like, oh, I want to go this way or I want to go that way, the stairs underneath you seem to kind of just move through this kind of almost like escalator-like quickness beneath your feet and just move straight down the steps. You're all descended in two different paths. Fortunately for you, you quickly realize that you're not too far afield from everyone else, as you kind of see them exiting out of the opposite side, looking at you. I'll get you onto the map here in 1 second.
I thought Dabe and Mikhail were gonna fall into acid or something.
And
Oh, neat. It's a museum.
you would see
Oh,
there are massive statues and shells kind of present in this lower space. And kind of directly in between the lot of you is a big tree with all different types of creatures kind of like all throughout it, kind of like perched on it. Looks like they're all taxidermied.
Man, this would be a great place for a
Ooh.
field trip.
Well, here we are. I thought that was what we were doing.
For the children of the town.
Well, yeah, maybe bring them next time. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, they're in
Oh, they're
Pretty-
dead.
10 at a time.
They've been genocided. Okay.
the car.
Genocided. Oh no.
Is this a door or is this what is this?
That is a door, but it's kind of a descent as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Like down into the okay.
the doors are technically closed, but you can see down into the area below.
Okay. Any of these books entitled How to Defeat a Denisatvan Army?
No, this is a list of all of the creatures. It appears to be the. Hold on, let me find the title exactly. If my computer will let me. It won't, apparently.
Like how to defeat a manticore, that sort of stuff.
Bear with
Not
me.
how to defeat. But
My
what a
roll 20 is
manticore
being difficult.
Man, that giant crab looks delicious.
Oh yeah. Check the legs on that would be great.
So, the books in question have all different sorts of titles, but they appear to be scientific catalogs and documentations, monster hunter guides, and the like, for all different types of creatures. One of the titles that kind of might pop out is the Ev Portatia, the Ave Goetia, which are two titles. The Portacia is related to celestial beings, and the Goetia is related to fiendish creatures.
Okay.
They kind of have like they're effectively lore books for that purpose. I believe there's also one called. Where is that damned book? It's a book regarding goblinoids. And it has the list of all the different types of goblinoids that exist inside of the plane of hers.
Goblinoids.
Mm-hmm. But basically, if you can name a creature type, there's probably a book here that has like a hunter's guide to it, or like a
What about
explanation.
vampire?
Yeah, it's in there.
Can we take a vampire hunter's guide?
Sure.
Wait, did we figure out that the Sanguine sisters were vampiric-ish?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
As you're kind of looking around the area, out from behind the tree comes a figure. Hold on a second here.
So can I pick up these books and kind of hold them?
Yeah.
Okay.
The figure in question is completely adorned with iron armor. Looks like he is kind of equipped for travel. Looks like a very competent looking individual. Helmet completely conceals his face, but you can see the glint of kind of blue eyes underneath in the light. As he kind of comes around from behind the tree, he says, "Excuse me, can I help you?"
Hi.
Hello.
Um, We what was the? I kind of forgot the name of the. The ladies on the tower, or the person on the tower.
The Abaddis.
The Abbess, yes.
The abbess.
Abbess. That's
Right.
what it is.
Abbott and Costello.
He still has no idea what it is. Do you have any books on killing an abscess? I mean, an abbess?
I in all my years have never heard that as a type of creature. Sounds more like a title you're saying to me.
Oh, okay.
I apologize.
I don't know much about it. They know more than I do.
Well, they should speak up if they have questions.
And he'll panically look around like, guys, come on.
I mean, I know that like I'm the library bit, like I'm the library hoe, but like I'm like struggling. Okay. We do need information. I found a good vampire hunting guide.
Oh yes, quite the book. I believe that was written by the 78th king of Ludos. Quite the tome.
Did we find out that the... Never mind.
No, say it.
The Black Knight is also undead vampire?
Yeah. We don't know if he's a vampire, but on some sort of
He's like a
undead, right?
thrall of some...
Oh, right. Oh, yeah. He told us what he was, didn't he? This
No.
is where somebody with great notes like Elizabeth would be really handy.
My notes.
What about your notes?
Sardic? Is that the guy's name?
Sarkic?
Yeah, Sardic.
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 Because I have his tears.
Tier, singular.
Singular tier.
Here. Oh, cool. I don't know. I really don't know. what he was. Wasn't he a dark elf, or was that was somebody else?
No.
No, he's
The
Dan Stabbin.
Abaddis is a dark elf, so we don't need a hunter's guide to kill a dark elf, right? Or she's some type of an elf. Moon elf, maybe? I don't know. My notes are not that good, unfortunately. Problem is, I never write down the stuff I need to know. I write down other stuff. Isn't that the way it goes?
I mean, I just have so much written down, but I don't know what's gonna be helpful or not helpful.
Yeah, that's always a problem. You just got to write a lot of crap down because then you might use it.
Well, do you have any questions about anything on offer? It seems you've got a book you've already chosen. It seems like you've got that handled, or yeah.
Would it be helpful to get a book on elves? Do you guys think it might give us anything we don't already know? I don't think it would.
Who are elves that we are?
The abbot?
The abbess is an elf.
I'm just saying if it would say anything like about weaknesses that we might not be aware of. That just in case we have to do anything. I'm not suggesting we have to do something and like get on our bad side, but if we did, what would be good? Would that be worthwhile? I don't know. It'd be like getting a book on humans, right? That's what I'm thinking. And I'm not talking in.
I'm also looking on a book on
book.
Just kind of leans in forward.
Yeah, like
Blusa.
Oh.
Well, I think that would probably be included in, 1 second here. Walks down and around the way, kind of makes his way down to past Morax. And as he kind of comes into full view, he's like a good 7 foot tall man of muscle underneath very sturdy looking iron armor. Walks over to the bookshelf with his leather gloved hand, kind of reaches in, pulls out a book, and then turns and looks at Dahave and hands it over. And it says, Slayer's Guide to Vermin. And then the author notation, Slayer. I wrote that myself.
Ooh.
It is an honor to meet an esteemed author and Slayer.
Blues aren't too hard. Soft undershell on the belly. Pretty easy to get. If you hit him with a lance, yeah, should be good.
Do you come from Urs?
Sounds familiar. I'll be honest. Last thing I remember was being in a sword. Or being
In a sword?
part of a sword? I can't remember exactly.
That's pretty cool.
I remember fighting a really mean half-orc who had a rainbow sword. And then I was in a sword. And then I'm here.
How do you like
Quite-
being a librarian now?
Oh, it's not too bad. I don't feel like a need to hunt anymore. It seems that I've already done it. I don't remember when, but I remember the experiences.
Have you always gone by Slayer?
Yeah, as long as I can remember.
Is there like a historical figure that's like Slayer that I should be aware of?
You can make a history check to try and figure it out.
Uh, 24.
Yeah, so there was a great Slayer in Harnack who used the name Slayer and didn't use his true name or honorifics. A noble who cast away his titles. He was the lord of a town who eventually came to a point where he lost everything and felt it necessary to try and capture something by hunting in the world. Came to a point where he was corrupted by what are known as Esper Edges. He was defeated in and around Rostagar before the Pyramid of Souls fell on it.
Esperages?
Esper Edge, yep. At least two of the people sitting here know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Yeah, Esperages are like asparagus.
Yep.
Pretty much. You want the thin ones.
They're just like asparagus.
No, they're awesome. They are awesome for sure. I thought for sure maybe Gilbert Kergosler might come up.
Not in this game.
You'd have to look at some weird history books for that to pop up.
No, actually, Kergosler name has come up a couple times in the Sunday game.
Yeah, see, sometimes if you say you're famous enough, you become famous. That's just like the Hiltons.
Yeah.
Or not the Hiltons, but the Hilton
Kardashians.
children. Yeah, or the
Mhm.
Kardashians. There you go. That's a perfect example.
Kergoslers are the Kardashians of this campaign setting. Got it.
Yep.
Wait, who's the Kardashians of this campaign setting?
It's
The
a
gnomes.
blue gnome family.
I made
What
a
the fuck?
I made a character who was like really arrogant, and like everybody in the party they didn't hate him, but they didn't like him because he was kind of a jerk.
Zach loved him.
Zach was the only one that would tolerate me pretty much.
Yeah, for
Even
sure.
Andy's character didn't like my character. That's how bad it was.
That's when he became best friends with me. Yeah.
That's right. I just ditched Andy. I said, forget that Andy guy.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I know. I meant Andy became.
Wow.
I meant Andy became best friends with me. I'm sorry. You misunderstood
Oh,
what I was
okay.
saying.
There, yeah, I thought you and I became best friends. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Makes sense. That wouldn't track.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy says, as if.
As if
That is so Andy. So cute.
that is. That's perfect. Forget about it. He should have put that on there. Right? Forget about it.
Me and Kevin were like gabagool and bread.
Then, oh god.
Kappa
Oh,
goal and Kappa goal.
okay, I think we're getting canceled.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
definitely
no.
went into
Whoa.
We're getting canceled.
anti-Italiana.
Dentist Stan
Whoops.
Van. Dentist Stan Van.
Dennis Stevens.
Dennis Stevens.
Stevens.
Dennis Savans.
Dennis
Wait, is that the
Stevens.
Sandevistan?
Sandevisons.
Sandevistan?
Yeah.
Sandevistan?
The old Sandy. You know, just fire
It's
up the old Sandy.
It's
Dennis
Sandevistan,
Stevens. I
fire it
thought
up.
was.
Okay,
it's
so
Dan Stevistans, right?
Wait, what are they actually called? I can't remember now.
Dennis
Oh,
Sotvins.
Dennis Sotvins. Okay.
Dennis Rodmans.
The
I
Dennis-
knew it.
oh.
That's easier to remember.
Oh wow, look at the time. So since you haven't really come to any questions you want to answer here, and the library seems to have caught everybody off guard, take your time to try and think about what you're
Yeah.
doing here. I just want to make sure you understand.
I think we made some amount of progress.
More
Not a
than fair.
lot,
I think we made some. Yeah.
but we got to
Sure.
the next
We
floor
are
of
in
the
a
library.
strange library in the Feywild, and so far everybody here has not been Fey or Elvish. Weird.
I could speak Elvish, but
Thanks for
about it.
watching. Those that did, we will pick up next week. I
I'm a rat.
believe we should be fine for next week. I will double make sure my schedule is fine because there's some stuff going on in the middle of the week next week related to my wife. So we'll see. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. If I put it in vacation mode,
Oh.
then the game won't be run. I'm sorry. And we'll see you then. Ciao.
all right.